Hi, I'm Gregory Hoag, and today I'm going to share with you a story about what was going on with me over 40 years ago now, where I started working with meditation. I started working with a lot of different masters, and probably a couple years into the process, I had someone come up to me and say, those times when you're dreaming and you feel like you're starting to fall, and then all of a sudden you wake up with a jolt? Well, he said, if you start meditating when you're falling, you never hit. And I went, that's interesting. So next night, sure enough, I'm having this dream where I'm falling, and I remembered from the day before when my friend had told me, meditate and you don't hit. So I thought, oh, perfect timing. And so, oops. Okay, phone's handled. You see what happens with perfect timing? Universe is always, it's always playing with me, it's always playing with you, it's always playing with us. So anyway, back to I'm falling, and I start meditating. And what happens is I take off and I start flying. And I go, this is incredible. So I learned something. Now, the interesting thing was the very next night I'm dreaming. And this was one of those dreams where there were a bunch of bad guys and they were chasing me. We were on a train, and I'm getting from one car to the other, running really fast. And what happens is I remembered in my dream the dream from the day before. And I thought, what would happen if I meditate? So I sat down in the middle of the train. I remember it so vividly, and this is over 40 years ago. And I sat down in the middle of this train and started meditating. The bad guys disappeared. The train disappeared. And all the bad dreams in the rest of my life disappeared. That was the last bad dream I've ever had. And it was like bringing consciousness into my dream state. And it really becomes a question then of how much is all of this around us a dream, and how can we interact with it to shift our reality. That's when I started learning how important meditation was to connect to my beingness and be able to start creating the reality that I choose. And so that's what I wish for you. And blessings. Our highest opportunity as a human being is in becoming a bridge between spirit and matter. In the flow of energy that arises from this relationship manifests all love, all truth, all well-being, and the purpose for our existence. The tools provided by Metaforms are created to foster this ascension process.